Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and today we have a delivery from Amazon. So yeah, we're gonna be working on some spaceships. I got 1000 wooden coffee stir sticks. Well, 2000. And well, they did come a little bit damaged. But I'm thinking that they can work for, some sort of support. And if not, I can use it for terrain. So works, yeah? The other thing that I got today is this, and I was waiting for it. They are, as you can see, hexagon shapes for the, well, I use it for my pack fleet, obviously, yeah? So that's the second thing. Third thing, came in this big box, yeah? And I was like, what the hell did I order? Did I order some beads? Nope, I ordered wooden squares. Like, literally, they are the size of 40k dice. So I don't know what I'm gonna use it for in the build, or if I'm gonna use it in this build in particular. But this is the next thing that I have for my pack fleet. And now this paddle skewers, yeah? They are wooden shapes, yeah, and they look okay. They are not bad. So I'm just thinking, let's just try to build something simple for today. And once I have some time and brain power, I can use it to maybe figure something else out. But let's just try with this. So I already prepared some stuff. So I have the bamboo pegs, yeah. Well, most of that is bamboo either way, because grass, renewable resources. At least the EU don't gonna be complaining about me building spaceships from wood, because apparently wood, even though we can grow it, is not a renewable resource, according to some British telecasters, news, what guys on the freaking talk shows and stuff like that. Yeah, apparently you can grow concrete, but you cannot grow a wood, which I'm shocked, because my grandfather was a forest ranger, and I distinctly remember that you can grow trees. So, but I'm not on the television, I'm only on YouTube, so I might be dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about. It is just, me being me, talking about stuff that I have no clue about. Being raised in the forest between trees, seeing them grow. I might be wrong, I might be completely wrong, but yeah. So there we go, that's a basic shape that you all seen already. Well, not this one, because I never used the shorter one with the longer one. But yeah, and now I'm thinking maybe we can just give this a, like, either the wings maybe, or a bow. Yeah, I think that we're gonna do this. We're gonna add this on both sides. So I tried, yeah. It's worst case scenario, I'm just gonna have a spaceship that I don't gonna want to use, and it's not like I really use them for anything else than making videos, because I have no gaming group in here. And not owning a car or driving license can be a challenge. I need to make the driving license one day. So there we go, we have one, and we're gonna put the second one on the other side, although you can equally well make asymmetric spaceships, and they look, in my opinion, even better. So we're gonna be trying some asymmetric spaceships soon. And we have something with giant laser arrays or whatever. Maybe it is a border and just crash into the ship to pierce through it or something like that, like, well, with this it would pierce through my battle, through my carrier, but you can imagine this just being something like that. But yeah, and now those hexagons, I was thinking about them all the time. I bought them and I was like, oh, are they I didn't actually read description about the size, and I'm actually happy that they are so small, because I was thinking that if they're gonna be too big, they don't gonna work, or if they're gonna be too, yeah, they are a little bit small. But what I'm thinking, we could either put a couple of them as maybe armoring on the side. I was thinking maybe just a panels of them like that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because I can still do this on this, like put one, and then, well, I would have to put them like that, 1, 2, or maybe 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that I'm just gonna put them in this array of 4, maybe 4 and 4. So let's try it. Yeah, it's just, again, I'm excited because I just got those today, and I'm trying what I can do with it. Oh, for God's sake, this now my fingers are stuck. Just awesome. Maximum brain power, minimum effort, or the other way. Minimum brain power, maximum effort. Yeah. So we want to have this like that. So that's our middle panel. We're gonna grab some super glue from this. And nope. Wait. Wait to add this. Like, I want at least a little bit of separation on them. Oh, okay, the super glue is everywhere. Oh, that actually works. That's giving me enough separation. And we need another one, blob of super glue, and that's our number 4. And my God, that's just straight away look very futuristic to me. Yeah, no matter how you look at that, it looks very futuristic, and that's what we want on the spaceship. And now my mistakes come into place, because if I didn't glue that together first, I could have them, yeah, no, roughly at the same level. Yeah. Now, this is the tricky ones. These are the tricky ones. This actually works much better than I was expecting it to work. Yeah, we have 2 panels, and I think that that's enough, because if I'm gonna overdo it, it's gonna look bad. Let's grab some of the... Oh my goodness. This super glue is winning the war with me, the war that I didn't know that I'm fighting with in. Let's use those half globes. We're gonna put one in here on the back. My desk gonna be a mess after this build, and my fingers as well. And I want 2 more, but the smaller ones. And we're gonna use them in here on the tips of the wings, or whatever you want to call them. I know that you cannot really see what I'm doing, but that's okay. I'm in the same situation as you are. Alright, so we have clearly defined the top, the bottom. We know that this is the bottom, this is the top. And yeah, I don't know what kind of spaceship this would be, but I like it, so let's just get it painted. Now I primed everything in what I was thinking is the right colors. So first we're gonna start with red, then we're gonna go with blue, and then I'm gonna try to figure out the rest of it. So the red, we're gonna just go with those panels. And I painted all of them white because then the paint shows up better. And I don't have to, like, you know, the speed paints are semi-transparent, so whatever is underneath, it's gonna be taking the qualities of it. And black paint, you know, it's very dark, so obviously it wouldn't be a good choice for like light colors, vibrant colors, especially if you want to keep them vibrant. But I think that that's enough red. Now let's just switch to blue. And for blue, we're gonna paint the globes. Oh, I'm gonna have to paint this blue as well, just to hide it. Oh, sorry, my brain just stalled for a second there. Oh yeah, I think that I'm gonna need red in here on those spikes. I forgot about that completely. But that's okay. And now those panels on the side, I'm thinking blue gonna be a good choice. Oh, there is still something in here. I know that I'm not talking enough, but I'm for some reason over focusing on this. And now I have a little bit of white. So we're just gonna mix it into the blue panel, so we have, like, you know, gradients. I hope it is showing up. And how do they do it? Like that. Okay, so we can do it in here. Yeah, I think that that's fine. Maybe just a little bit more blue to the bottom. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy how it turned out. And now let's go back to red. And we're gonna cover the spikes. Alright. Like, I haven't watched a painting tutorial in probably 2 or 3 years. And I'm just like, maybe I'm gonna experiment a little bit with stuff. And I still haven't watched a single painting tutorial. So yeah, this is all me just trying stuff that I was probably doing in the art school when I was going there. And forgot, because, you know, that was quite a few years ago. So now let's try to do this. And I guess probably would be better if I mix yellow instead of white, because white is gonna make it pink, when yellow would make it orange, which actually it isn't a bad idea. Let me just grab some sort of a yellow that I want to use up as quick as possible, because this one is Vallejo Model R from years ago, and that paint isn't of the best quality at this stage. Come on. And you see what it does. The bottle gets stuck. Let's just try this. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If not, there is no loss to me. Yeah, just a little bit of the yellow that I really do not like. It is good for the airbrushes, but for normal painting it's kind of mid. You can see that the pigment is just so-so. But that was my first experimentation with the Model R paint, so I really don't complain. At the time they were actually quite good, and I think that they are still quite good, but you know, not when I'm painting with brushes. And that actually turned out very well. Let's give it an hour or so to dry off, and then we're gonna just do the final looks. It's finished. So yeah, I think that the spikes did actually come up very well. I really don't know if they are just a laser shooting out, but you know, I'm still thinking that it could be like a thermal lances. But this would actually go against the battleships and just go into it, and then maybe this bar shock troops from here. Yeah, but that's the idea of this entire build. It's different because I use different materials. Those hexagons really work very well as the solar panels. Yeah. But I can see using them as the inside of a ship, you know, to have like a six-sided ship. Or, you know, three-sided, or whatever you want to do with it. It's just, you know, another piece of wood that I have to choose from. But anyway, here it is, done and dusted, and looking swag, you know, slightly tilted on the base, because that gives it a little bit more action feel. Yeah, and yeah, I like it. It turned out well, for my opinion. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and whoever else want to watch it. And everyone, have a great day and take care. Bye bye.